Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly accomplish everything they set out to do, while others struggle to achieve it despite working just as hard? The difference isn't luck, privilege, or innate talent, but a specific set of habits and attitudes that separate the extraordinary from the ordinary. What if I told you that success leaves clues? That behind every remarkable achievement is a pattern that can be studied, understood, and replicated? After analyzing thousands of high-achieving individuals across industries, from billionaire entrepreneurs to Olympic athletes, from innovative scientists to transformational leaders, researchers have identified clear commonalities in the way they approach life and work. 1. Set clear goals. Defining specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound objectives constitutes the foundation of success. Successful people document their ambitions in professional, financial, health, relationship, and personal development categories, activating the brain's reticular system to identify relevant opportunities. Neuroscience shows that writing down goals increases the probability of achieving them by 42%. 3 time horizons are recommended: 5 to 10-year goals, vision, annual objectives, strategy, and quarterly actions, tactics, breaking each goal into measurable incremental steps. Systematic review is essential. Daily evaluation of priorities, weekly analysis of progress, monthly adjustments, and quarterly recalibration. This planning action evaluation adjustment cycle maximizes effectiveness and maintains course toward extraordinary results. Effective goals generate creative tension between current reality and desired state, providing direction and intrinsic motivation, being challenging yet achievable. 2. Develop discipline and consistency. Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievements. Successful people implement systems that transform deliberate actions into automatic habits. The key is not intensity, but consistency. Small daily improvements, 1% better each day, produce exponential results in the long run. Discipline requires self-knowledge, identifying procrastination triggers, energy management, environmental design, eliminating friction for desired habits, and strategic recovery. The 5-second rule proposes acting immediately before the mind rationalizes postponement. The Seinfeld method suggests maintaining uninterrupted chains of days performing key habits. Commitment contracts establish consequences for noncompliance. Discipline builds personal integrity, coherence between intentions and actions, generating internal and external trust. It strengthens through gradual exposure to increasingly difficult challenges. Daily micro-decisions form behavioral patterns that define life trajectories. Disciplined individuals design environments that minimize repetitive decisions by automating desired behaviors. 3. Invest in constant learning. In today's economy, the ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn defines employability and relevance. Continuous learning is imperative. Given technological acceleration, 50% of technical knowledge becomes obsolete every 2 to 5 years. A systematic approach includes multidisciplinary learning that connects seemingly unrelated fields for innovation. Effective acquisition uses the Feynman method, teaching what has been learned, spaced learning, deliberate practice, zones of discomfort, and elaboration, connecting new information with existing knowledge. Diversifying sources through literature, courses, mentors, communities, conferences, experimentation, and reflection is fundamental. Knowledge metabolization requires interconnected notes, immediate application, and documentation of lessons. Organizations value learning capacity more than current knowledge. Successful people invest a minimum of 5 hours weekly in self-directed learning. True transformational learning combines cognitive acquisition with immediate practical implementation. Cultivating broad curiosity prevents professional obsolescence and fosters creative connections between diverse domains. 4. Build a valuable network. Social capital frequently surpasses financial capital in impact on life opportunities. Studies show that 85% of positions are filled through connections rather than formal applications. The quality of your network determines access to privileged information, resources, collaborations, and recommendations. An effective strategy includes mapping to identify missing connections, mentors, collaborators, amplifiers, and developing a linking plan. The radical generosity approach provides value before requesting it through contact introductions, relevant resources, and constructive feedback. Systematic cultivation requires categorizing contacts and implementing a follow-up system with periodic interaction reminders. Strategic positioning develops recognizable expertise that automatically attracts valuable connections. Relational diversity strong, weak, and latent ties, maximizes exposure to unexpected opportunities. Successful people maintain between 150 to 250 significant connections and cultivate 5 to 10 transformative relationships. Significant connections require continuous investment through regular interactions of mutual value. Effective networks combine breadth with depth. Effective networking prioritizes authenticity over transactionality. 5. Develop emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence contributes up to 60% to performance in leadership roles and explains 90% of differences between exceptional and average leaders. This set of competencies includes emotional self-awareness to identify emotions in real time and understand triggers through practices such as meditation, journaling, and 360-degree feedback. Self-regulation allows managing impulses and disruptive emotional states using techniques such as diaphragmatic breathing, cognitive reframing, and visualization. Intrinsic motivation cultivates internal purpose by aligning activities with core values. Multidimensional empathy develops cognitive, emotional, and compassionate understanding through deep listening and exposure to diverse experiences. Advanced social skills include conflict management, ethical influence, and assertive communication. Emotional intelligence develops through self-observation, deliberate practice, and constant feedback. Neurophysiology evidences the interconnection between rationality and emotionality. Optimal decisions require adequate integration of both systems. Emotionally intelligent individuals recognize emotions as valuable data and develop an extensive emotional vocabulary. 6. Cultivate a growth mindset. Carol Dweck's research demonstrates that mindset predicts life outcomes more effectively than IQ. People with a growth mindset consider abilities as developable through effort, while a fixed mindset sees them as immutable innate talents. This orientation influences response to failure, instructive feedback versus judgment about capability, attitude toward challenges, seeking versus avoiding challenging situations, persistence, receptivity to criticism, and inspiration from others' success. Growth mindset is cultivated through metacognitive awareness to identify and reformulate limiting internal dialogue, valuing process, effort and strategies, exposure to tasks slightly above current capabilities, revision of personal narrative, and community that reinforces development perspective. Neurologically, it facilitates myelination of neural circuits, maximizing learning capacity. People with a growth mindset demonstrate greater resilience to failures. Longitudinal studies evidence direct correlation between predominant mindset and variables such as academic performance and life satisfaction. 7. Prioritize physical and mental health. Sustainable exceptional performance requires optimal management of the entire organism. Studies demonstrate direct correlation between integral well-being and productivity, creativity, and decision-making. A comprehensive approach includes neurophysiological optimization through sleep protocols, 7 to 9 hours with consistency, strategic nutrition, anti-inflammatory, low and processed sugars, multimodal training, and hormonal management. Cardiovascular health requires regular aerobic activity, 150 plus minutes weekly, and monitoring of key markers. Cognitive function improves with attention exercises, intellectual stimulation, adequate hydration, and nature exposure. Psycho-emotional balance is maintained through contemplative practices, preventive therapy, and cultivation of significant relationships. Stress resilience increases with planned adaptation to controlled stressors and active recovery techniques. Successful people consider health a priority investment, dedicating daily time to optimization practices. They implement self-regulation systems based on biomarkers and subjective perception. Research confirms direct impact of factors such as chronic inflammation and circadian disruption on executive functions, central to optimal performance. 8. Manage time efficiently. Effective time management distinguishes high-performing individuals. It implies alignment between daily activities and fundamental priorities. Focus on effectiveness over efficiency identifies the 20% of activities that produce 80% of valuable results. Deep time blocks are uninterrupted periods for cognitively demanding work with elimination of distractions. Chronobiological energy management aligns tasks with natural energy fluctuations. Strategic batching groups similar activities to minimize the cognitive cost of contextual change. Automation and delegation systematically implements the question, is this the best use of my time? Deliberate ritualization converts recurring decisions into automatic routines. Specific tools include Eisenhower matrix, weekly planning, GTD method, and modified Pomodoro technique. Successful people recognize that managing attention surpasses managing time in importance. implementing practices such as radical monofocus and minimization of multitasking. Research demonstrates significant cost of frequent attentional change. Complete recovery of deep concentration requires approximately 23 minutes after a brief interruption. Studies reveal productivity differences of 500% plus, primarily attributable to attentional strategies, not hours worked. 9. Practice effective decision-making. The cumulative quality of decisions determines life trajectories. Adults make approximately 35,000 decisions daily. Optimizing this process produces substantial competitive advantages. A robust framework includes categorization between reversible and irreversible decisions, trivial and fundamental. Minimizing decision fatigue preserves cognitive energy by eliminating low-impact decisions. Methodological diversification adapts approach according to problem nature. Structured analysis for technical problems, expert intuition for complex ones. Counter-cognitive protocols implement practices to counteract biases through checklists, premortems, prospective failure analysis, and documentation of assumptions. Probabilistic calibration develops capacity to assign precise probabilities to future events. Post-decision reviews analyze results focused on process quality regardless of outcomes. Successful people maintain decision journals, consult multiple perspectives, and develop interdisciplinary mental models. Research confirms superiority of hybrid systems combining structured algorithms and expert intuition. Effective individuals recognize interdependence between physiological state and decision-making capacity, avoiding critical decisions during periods of sleep deprivation or intense emotional activation. 10. Maintain a long-term vision. Temporal orientation distinguishes individuals who achieve extraordinary accomplishments. While most operate with horizons of weeks or months, the truly successful think in decades, subordinating immediate gratification to transcendent objectives. This perspective manifests in systematic investment in appreciable assets, knowledge, relationships, reputation, health, and financial capital accumulated through compounding. Intergenerational decision-making considers impact on multiple generations, not just immediate benefits. Exponential thinking understands non-linear dynamics where small, consistent actions produce disproportionate results. Strategic patience accepts seemingly insignificant initial returns, recognizing that significant transformations often follow a dormant, 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 boom pattern. Historical resilience contextualizes current challenges in extensive temporal narratives. Prospective identity construction specifically visualizes desired future identity. Exceptional people develop gratification delay muscles through decisions that prioritize future value over present comfort, cultivate historical perspective by studying long-term cycles, and maintain life vision documents reviewed annually. Studies confirm correlation between ability to defer gratification and variables such as academic performance and financial stability decades later. Conclusion: systemic integration of principles. True mastery resides in the cohesive integration of these principles as a synergistic system. Truly successful individuals develop a personalized dashboard that monitors key metrics in each dimension, identifying imbalances and optimization opportunities. This approach recognizes crucial interdependencies. Health amplifies energy available for discipline. Emotional intelligence enhances relationship quality. Extended temporal perspective facilitates investment in learning. Through constant calibration and quarterly reviews, this system generates increasing momentum towards significant goals. Extraordinary success emerges at the intersection between visionary clarity and robust systems that transform intentions into tangible results, creating not only external achievements, but internal fullness derived from authentic expression of individual potential and significant contribution to collective well-being. This is the end of the video. If you want to learn more about how to get rich, don't forget to subscribe.